There's nothing wrong with this bowl and I will reuse it, so I'm going to try and take it out as neatly as possible. Padding for in here because this bowl is considerably bigger than this one. It's going to get messy. Woo! Nice. Really stuck that in there. I just used a blunt kitchen knife that we don't really use for eating, just to carve that out, and then I'm going to pop it in here. I will glue it down, but for the moment I'm just seeing what the placement's like. Oh, I don't actually think we need to do anything other than just glue that in there because it's actually filled out really nicely. So if we make sure that it's balanced, I need to clip these off because this bowl has a flat base, whereas that one was curved base and had a big circle in the middle where these all must have pushed through. So I'm going to need to clip all of these down and then glue it down. Pretty! I need to go around and tuck the edges in like this. Pretty! Now it looks so nice. I love it. I thought that I'd recorded some footage over the past few days and, well, like last week sometime. I cannot find it anywhere, so I have no idea what I have shown and haven't shown and stuff, so I'm really sorry, but I thought I'd pick up the camera and potentially start this as a new vlog. Excuse the appearance, I'm not feeling too good, but I'm trying to be as productive as possible and just crack on with stuff. So we got our skirting board delivered yesterday, thank goodness. Whoop whoop, finally got it delivered. I'm so excited to not be embarrassed that we don't have skirting board here anymore. When we built this TV unit, we never put a skirting board here, and in all honesty, don't ask me why. I think we just never got round to it this year, but I finally ordered it and it's come, and I'll show you what it looks like and what I'm planning to do. I've actually already done half of it, but I thought I should probably film this, so I picked up my camera just in case you guys are interested. So this is the skirting board that came. I managed to get quite a good match for the existing one from a company called Skirting For You. I'll link them down below for you. And I basically gave them the measurements and they drew it all out. So I'm in the middle of cutting it down, and one thing that I need to be conscious of is the fact that it's got a pattern. So you see those grooves there? I need to make sure that the end of the new skirting board that touches those grooves has kind of like an alignment so that it fits flush on it. What I've done is, this is a piece that I've already cut. This piece is actually going in that section down there. And you see this end looks like kind of a template of, if you look at it sideways like this. What I basically did was I took the template piece of skirting that I had, and if you don't have one of these, just cut off like maybe an inch worth of the skirting board, and then I lined it up on the edge when that was a full piece of skirting. I put it there, I drew around it, and I used a coping saw to cut it out. So now when it sits on the wall, it actually sits pretty flush. The reason this is a bit deeper is because this skirting, the existing one, was installed when the carpet wasn't down, so the joiners were able to put that further down on the floor, but now this carpet, I need to kind of sit it on top of it so it all sits flush. So yeah, I did that. I cut the end and then I used my mitre saw outside and I just cut this at a 45-degree angle so that I can line them up on the corners at angles. So that's what I'm going to do with this piece now. So I've just drawn around that shape. Just going to show you again just so you know what I mean. So I use this as the template shape for what I need to cut out. Pull it to the edge and at the bottom, draw around it all, and that leaves me with this design. And then I'm going to use my coping saw and I'm just going to cut all of that. You don't have to be too neat with it, just as long as you get the general kind of design, because I'm going to be going in with caulk to fill it out and make sure that it looks flush. And then when I've done that, I'm going to come back in and then fit this alongside, see where I need to cut with that 45-degree mitre angle to make sure that I can join it to the front piece at the corner. I don't know if any of that made sense. I'm hoping that it does, but I'm going to go take this outside now and cut it down, and then I'm going to measure all the other bits, and I'll see you when we've pretty much got it all measured out. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. Like, how has the temperature dropped this quickly in like a day? I have no idea. It's the next day, guys. I wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I'm so surprised I even got all of the skirting board cut, and I haven't even shown you this yet, I don't think. I got everything. Oh, I got absolutely everything cut, fixed to the wall, caulked, and I also managed to, if you can see them, I've also managed to fill in where I put the nails. That's all caulked. Everything is done. Seriously, I've got no idea. I was so not well yesterday and I managed to do all that. Do you know what? Sometimes current me absolutely just loves past tense Shannon. Like, sometimes I just think like, I'm a real one. So now, anyway, I'm going to go in. I'm going to put something on the TV, maybe something Christmassy. I've been watching Mr. Christmas, the Christmas decorator, on Netflix. I think it literally came out yesterday. I've watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes. It's pretty good. I'm not like obsessed with it. It's just something I have on in the background. But if you want something lighthearted to watch that. I cannot wait this weekend to watch. What is that Christmas film called? Is it Tingle Tangle? Kringle Crangle? I can't remember what it's called, but it's got Kringle Crangle. No, it's Tease. Oh, I don't know. But it's on Netflix and it came out maybe like a week ago, and I've been dying for it. I've been dying to watch it. So this weekend, I think we're gonna have a chilled Sunday maybe and watch it. I'm really excited. I thought I'd show you this first of all, what I'm going to be doing with the skirting now. So I'm just using some frog tape. This is the orange one because it's a little bit thicker and grippier to grip to the carpet. This TV unit was built on top of carpet, which was already existing. I need to tape down the carpet and the edges to then go over with the gloss. I was considering yesterday glossing before applying the skirting board, but I kind of just wanted it all done, and then I thought I'd have to wait overnight for it to dry and then attach it today, and B, I'd have to go over it anyway because where I've installed nails to help keep the skirting board to the wall, where I've attached screws to keep the skirting board to the wall, I've created obviously a hole, so I've patched that up, and I would have needed to paint over it anyway, so I just thought I'll just do it all in one go. It won't take me too long. It's literally like one section of skirting. I got this particular gloss from B&M months ago, and do you know what? I don't actually know why I bought it. I think I bought it to touch up the gloss skirting in the downstairs loo. It gets no natural sunlight, and if you've ever seen a room that doesn't have sunlight that has a white gloss, usually the gloss work has gone a yellowish tinge because I don't know, for some reason, like the sunlight affects how it looks and keeps it bright and white, so that room doesn't get any, obviously. So I think I'm going to end up doing that at some point as well when I can be bothered. But yeah, I ended up getting this, and it was only like maybe a £5 or something. I think that's why I bought it. I was like, oh, that will come in handy one day. See, past tense Sade, always doing good things. So anyway, I'm gonna, it says non-yellowing on this actually, so that's good. So I'm gonna sit and paint that now, just watching some TV, and something really exciting tonight, just something to look forward to. I was nominated a few weeks ago as one of the this house, honestly, that scared the life out of me. That was my washing machine like clicking finished. Yeah, I was nominated as one of the interior design influencers for Vuelio. I don't know how to pronounce that brand, but I remember first when I got the email, I thought it was like a scam, and I was just like, what is this? Then I did a bit of research and I was like, what? Crazy. So basically last year, or the year before or something, I've watched a couple of their throwback Instagram stories. They had like In the Fro, I think Patricia Bright was there, maybe Lydia Millen, I can't actually remember, but like some really like huge YouTubers that I absolutely adore and watch all of their YouTube videos all the time. So I was just like, little old me. And obviously this year is so different, so they had like a massive venue with like fire eating dancers and like all of this stuff. You got dressed up to the nines and went, which would have been lovely, but absolutely not a problem that we can't do that this year. I'm just so just really ecstatic to be going, like, let alone be nominated, like to to be going, and like the part of this is just mental. So yeah, I'll let you know how it went. I really doubt I'm gonna win. I'm literally up against, I think it's like 4 or 5 other influencers that have got like snazzy websites and offer amazing interior design services, and then there's just little old me there, and I was like, I don't think they picked the right person. I think they sent me that email as a joke. It's an accident, wasn't it? So anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm just so excited to just do something different tonight. Like, I'm going to sit on Zoom with people that I don't know, get to chat to people, if I'm going to get to chat at all. I think it's more a listening ceremony, but it's going to be so fun to just sit there. I'm going to have a little tipple. I'm going to crack open a bottle of Prosecco, even though I don't like Prosecco. My taste buds are becoming more acquired to the taste, but I'm not a Prosecco girl. I'm a vodka girl, really, normally. But I'm going to have a little tipple tonight, and me and Rob are cooking a fakeaway. So if you don't, I'm going to show you this. You need to get on this. If you like a Chinese, you need to get this. So from B&M, I'm giving them a lot of exposure today, aren't I? But from, from B&M, we always get this stuff. It's the Mayflower Cantonese sweet and sour sauce. Ooh, I think I've got a like step-by-step sort of video on my Instagram highlight section, like my cooking section. We haven't had it in so long. When lockdown first began, me and Rob were deep frying everything, and soon took a toll on my body, but I mean, it tasted amazing. That was one of the meals that we absolutely used to love. So you basically get some chicken, you get these, which are these are panko crumbs. By the way, this glass is amazing, this glass jar. I'll show you in a second. I'm jumping all over the place. These are panko crumbs. You can also use like cornflakes or just your own flour recipe, and you basically pop them, you like use egg, flour, and these panko crumbs, seasoning of course, and you like put all of this batter on the chicken, deep fry it, then toss it around in that Cantonese sauce. Oh, bellissimo. And then we're going to make our own egg fried rice, and I think we're going to try and keep it as healthy as possible. We're going to just try to like keep we're going to deep fry the chicken, obviously, which isn't amazing, and then that sauce is probably just horrendously bad for you, but we're going to try to make a healthy style egg fried rice. And we're having, do you know what, I don't know why I'm even trying to say this, because we definitely went and bought snacks yesterday that I'm looking to obliterate tomorrow. Oh my god, look at these biscuits that I got from Asda yesterday. Gingerbread, milk, chocolate, digestives. Ooh. I mean, I haven't tasted them. I could really not like these, but I like gingerbread biscuits, and I love a milk chocolate digestive. And I ended up getting a multi-pack of the Kit Kats, so I'll probably have one of those tonight as well. But yeah, so these are the jars that I wanted to show you. They are from a company called, what is that company called on Instagram? Oh my god, I can't remember their name. It's slipping my mind right now, but I'll put a pop-up of their name here for you. How amazing are these storage jars? So they come with this cork round ball that you just pop in the top, and that's the lid. So we've got our dried like cupboard foods in here. Very fitting with the neutral palette. We've got our virgin olive oil and our balsamic vinegar back there, and I like having them on display because they look so pretty. And then in this cupboard, I'm yet to fill these ones out properly, but I've got lentils in this one, and I've got 2 empty ones up there that I need to just take the time to decant stuff into. But yeah, sorry, that took a turn. I get very distracted. I'm going to sit down now, and I'm going to do the skirting, and then I don't know if I'll catch up with you today. I'll probably end up just having cozy night with Rob, and then I'll try and chat to you tomorrow. Bye. Jingle jangle. It was called Jingle Jangle. Good morning guys, happy Sunday. So today I've got myself up and out of bed, and do you know what, sorry that there wasn't a vlog last week. I was so all over the place that I just don't think I've really filmed anything. I think I was filming the most random things and I was like, this is never going to make any sense, so I just didn't bother putting a vlog out. So I'm going to try and make a pact with myself to film from a Sunday to a Saturday every week. So hopefully every Sunday there is a vlog, or around that time. I think that makes more sense. Hopefully I can do that. So decided to get up and out of bed today. I've made myself a Starbucks-esque coffee. My own take on Starbucks is basically a hot chocolate with some coffee sprinkled on top. As some of you on Instagram clearly let me know when I was saying I was a coffee connoisseur, you guys were like, do you want some coffee with that hot chocolate? And I was like, okay. I'm about to head to the garage now to take out the chairs that I got from Facebook Marketplace. Now, I hope you guys aren't sick of seeing stuff like this. I hope not, but this is literally what I do all the time. So I picked up these chairs from Facebook Marketplace. I just loved the vibe of them. I thought they were so simplistic, and I'm hoping that they are going to go really nicely around my dining room table. Now, I don't know if they're going to be too small. In fact, let's bring one in and we'll see what size it is. So these are the chairs I got 4 of them for 20 quid, and essentially they look like this. There are 4 of them. By the way, excuse the state of this garage. Have you seen this? I am going to be doing a video soon where I turn all of this into a kind of like workshop for me, because I've got nowhere to do like proper work, so I need a proper space. And to be honest, this is just giving me like the absolute fear, so I'm not happy about this situation at all. But moving on, these are the chairs I got 4 of them. You can see the other ones in the back there. 4 of them. Chair fabric itself is obviously going to be coming off. It's got some stains on, obviously well loved, and I want to change it to something that suits my home a little bit better. And then I am going to, if I had a different colour scheme, I would love to take this to a really light colour wood, like a blonde wood, and then put a really light linen fabric on. I think that would be beautiful, but because of the colour scheme in my house and the colour of my current dining table, I'm going to be painting these black. And if you're wondering why I'm going for new dining chairs, it is because I have 4 of these ones, if you can see them in the back. See, there are 2 more there. My current dining room chairs, actually let's go in and do this because it's cold. Yeah, the current dining room chairs are gorgeous. I love them. However, I feel like they're just too big for this space. Like, they're just always in the way. So, and I think they're a bit too grey as well, because everything in here just feels like one colour palette. So I'm looking at these and I'm hoping that these aren't going to be too small by the time I finish them off and put them around. But I'm hoping as well that actually it will make the room feel a little bit like better in size. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll end up doing them and then I'll see which ones I want to keep, and then I'll sell the other set. Oh, good morning, guys. It is Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. And oh, that is a hazelnut coffee. So I just thought I'd check in. I'm trying to get better at vlogging. Obviously, I've just had breakfast and I had some porridge with a dollop of some M&M crunchy chocolate spread and some blueberries on top. I've got a headache coming along. Oh, I can feel it. I get them like literally every other day, so that's not good, but I'm finding that just getting up and active helps. And I think I didn't wear my earbuds yesterday when I was doing the sanding down of the chairs, so I think that's not helped, because I have found in the past when I've used really heavy loud machinery without my earbuds, I get a headache the next day, and I knew that, and I had all of my other gear on, totally forgot to put them in, so that's annoying. It is 5 degrees outside, it's freezing, and I really just want to get outside and crack on, but I was so cold when I came in, I couldn't even vlog. Like, you know when your fingers like take like a lifetime to move when you're doing anything, I just had to sit under the quilt and just get as warm as possible. So I didn't vlog when I came in, but progress from yesterday from doing the chairs, I ended up taking off the seating from all of them, which took a lifetime. It took me so long. I don't know why, but there were like a million staples in there. Actually, I do think I know why. I think because the padding for the chair, for the cushion, they just try to wad all of that in underneath the fabric, like the outer fabric, the Hessian material that they had for the cushion seating. They try to wad all of that underneath that Hessian material and then just staple it all in one go, rather than doing it in like layers, I guess. So I was hoping that I could just take off the fabric top layer and then reupholster it, and then like that would be that. But I literally had to take out probably about 100 staples from each chair. I didn't have a staple unpicker. I went to the range to go and get one. I couldn't find one. I got these tweezers which just broke after a little while, and yeah, it took a long time. It took me probably about an hour to an hour and a half just taking the cushions off each of the chairs. Threw away all of that wadding because it was so old and just skanky, like the dust coming off of it. I don't even want to know what cretins were living in there, so that has gone straight in the bin. I need to do some research to figure out what I can use instead for the cushion for the chair, because I really want it to have like a natural rounded, like, you know, like a normal kind of seat thing going on. I was sure that the range did some sort of like really thick padding like that, but I went yesterday and I couldn't see any. So yeah, that is on the cards today. I'm just trying to give myself a second to warm up because this house is just freezing all the time, so I need to put the heating on. I'm going to warm up, and then I think I am going to I'm going to not brave the outside today, because I'm worried if I stay outside for too long I will end up like, I don't know if you can get a cold from being outside. I'm sure that you can, but like not a cold, like not like an infection, like a proper cold, but you can get like, you know what I mean? You can end up feeling ill after being outside for a long time. So I think I'm going to, I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to probably have to bring one of the chairs in one at a time and paint them on top of the dining table, because I do use that as my kind of like studio sometimes, which I don't want to have to do, but we don't use the dining room that much. And it has become kind of my like indoor workshop. I wish I had a proper workshop to do all this. It'd be amazing. Okay, change of plan. Oh guys, it's so cold and I'm really sorry about my hair. I washed it this morning and I just didn't style it and just couldn't be bothered, so I didn't do it. Slight change of plan, I think, for the better. So I literally just had the penny drop. Why don't I do the chairs tomorrow outside in the sun? It's 12 degrees tomorrow and it's sunny, partly from the morning, so literally I can get up at like 9 a.m. and just start the chairs and get them done and do them outside, which is what I prefer to do. So instead of that, it means I can make an actual start on the office makeover. I started peeling down the wallpaper, I think it was the day before yesterday, so I'm gonna go in and properly take down that wallpaper. I sold the mirror that I had in there as well, not the new one obviously. I had another big mirror in there and I've sold that on Facebook Marketplace, so it's got a new lovely home, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go upstairs and start that office makeover, because I've been meaning to do that for so long, and my paint is here and I'm waiting on some of the furniture, but to be honest, I'm not going to pick the furniture up until I've done the painting and stuff, so I might as well make a start on that, shouldn't I? So yeah, let's go up and do that. I think that's going to be something good, and it's quite fun for the vlog. I think, like, I haven't been able to do a room makeover in so long. So it'll be really nice to do that with you guys. What do you think? I'm excited. I am actually excited because basically I had a good clear out of that room. I put some of the stuff away in like storage, and I have already started ripping down the wallpaper, so the whole room already feels so much brighter, and I'm very excited because the colour on the walls currently is quite a warm colour, but it is quite yellowy. It gives the room a strange tinge, which I don't like, but also I feel like it makes the room feel a little bit more enclosed because it's just not bright. So the colour that I've gone for with Lick is White 01, and I think it's just their whitest white, I'm assuming, but it's got a little bit of a grey in it, like a warmer grey, I think. So that's what I needed, but to be honest, I'm not bothered. I just want the whole room to feel open and bright and spacious, but I am going in with some sage green in that room as well. I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing some colour block painting. So my one is going to be where it comes like up into the ceiling as well, which is going to be quite scary. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing it in the end. I really hope that I do, because it could be really cool, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think let's go make a start on that room. Let's just get painting, because why not? We might as well just crack on now, or else I'll never start, will I? Guys, I don't feel very well. I keep getting these horrible headaches, and I have managed to strip the wallpaper, and that is about it. I think I'm going to have to tap out for today because I don't feel good. So wallpaper's off for the most part. I'm going to Google if I need to do anything else after taking wallpaper down before I paint. Like, I don't know if I need to give it a light sanding or something, because there's quite a lot of glue left on there. I don't know, maybe I need to wash it down a couple times, but I'm worried about doing that in case I end up creating like a really weak wall structure, like if it becomes more susceptible to crumbling or anything. I don't want to put too much moisture on the wall, you know what I mean? Kind of crumble the plasterboard. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it as it is for now. I'm going to Google and I'm going to tap out and I'm going to sit in front of the TV and have some Christmas songs in the background whilst I do a couple crosswords, just to try and get my brain back in function. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. I've been so bad at vlogging. Oh, I'm really sorry. It is Friday, and it is the beginning of a long week for me because I am decorating this office. I don't know why I like to make things difficult for myself, so I've literally just been to B&Q and bought some coving. None of the rooms in this house have got coving, literally none of them. But I was looking at inspiration for this office, and firstly, I think I showed you in a few vlogs previously that I was going to do like quite a modern Scandi sort of feel. Sorry, it's all over the place. In the office, I was going to do like a more modern vibe. I was going to try to do like a colour block painting that kind of crept from the wall onto the ceiling. If you don't know what I mean, I'll pop something on screen. But that was the vibe that I was going to go for. And I was so close to doing it. And then I was like, this isn't my vibe. Like, this isn't what I like doing. I decided to stick to what I know and stick to a more traditional feel. So I've got like moulding in the living room. A lot of my rooms are just quite like, they're not very modern. I stopped being pressured by the gram. I stopped kind of like feeding into trends, like trends that are happening now, even though I'd love to try them and see how they work out. I know it's not right for my home because I'll end up changing it in like a couple of months, and I want to start to create rooms which I kind of like keep for a long time because I just keep changing up the rooms in the house. So that being said, I've decided to do panelling in the office. So it's going to be half panelling. I'm only going to panel the bottom half and then do a dado, like a chair rail. I'm not going to do the top half. Only reason is because I want to be able to put stuff on the walls. Like, I don't know if in the future, with this being a kind of like office / workroom, if I'm going to need extra shelving space and stuff, and I wanted to do a corner picture gallery wall. If I put moulding up, it kind of makes it a bit, it kind of determines where I can put things, and kind of like takes away the ability to put things like shelves and corner galleries and just random things up on walls. So I absolutely love the vibe, but yeah, it's not gonna be for this room, and also it kind of like halves the price because I don't have to worry about paying for moulding, for beading for the top half. So it'll keep the costs down, which is good because I've already spent quite a lot of money on this room. But it's going to be a room that I'm in 24/7 for, well, hopefully not 24/7, but like a lot of time, doing all my work, doing all my crafts and stuff. So I want to make it somewhere that I actually feel like, yeah, this is a nice space to work in. I need to get this office done literally within like, I think I've got like 4 days or something to do it, and I feel so much pressure that I'm not actually doing anything. Ooh. I will definitely get this, all of this coving will be done today. Like, I know that for a fact. I will get it done. I just kind of need to throw myself into it. But I thought I'd do a little bit of an update first so that you know what I'm doing, catch up, because I haven't been catching up with you guys at all. Sorry. Anyway, I'm just chatting now for the sake of chatting. I'm going to go. I'm going to throw myself into it, and I'll update you when maybe I've done a little bit more. Wish me luck. It is Wednesday morning. I think it's about 10 o'clock. I now need to finish off this office. It is looking amazing though. I'm so excited. Like, every time I walk past the room, I'm like, oh, amazing. So yeah, really buzzing with how it's turning out. I just need to do some wood filling and filling in some holes, and then we can paint and then add final touches and whatnot. But it's honestly turning out so well. I know by Saturday it's going to be like done, like at least all the major stuff. I've got a ceiling rose I'm putting up. Oh, I don't think I've really showed you any of this so far. Yeah, let's have a little tour of the room so far. At the moment it's a little bit full of junk, but first thing, let's start with what we did first. This is the Calyx unit by IKEA. I actually bought it because it's so much storage. Like, the reason that I'm needing to really make this office happen is because I've got a lot of stuff all over the house. Vases and ornaments that I need to style, but also things from my like DIY craft corner. You can even see like a bag here. I've got some self-adhesive stuff, loads of paints and whatnot, and I just need to pop them all into storage. So I was thinking like little baskets. I've got some really cute baskets which you will see in either the room makeover or perhaps this vlog. But yeah, that's gonna look so cute. I love the fact that it's black, and I've got some kind of like rattan style pull-out boxes as well, so super excited for that. That's actually gonna sit over here. This is where the chair used to live. This is the chair just decombobulated all over the floor at the moment, but this is where it used to live. You'll notice around the tops of the room that we've got some coving going on. This is the first time I've ever installed coving, and it was an actual dream. It was so easy to do. It took probably a little bit longer than it needed to, but that's because it was quite hard to figure out all the angles and stuff, and I kept cutting bits wrong. But once you got into the swing of it, it was super easy. So easy. So yeah, that's all up. I need to paint it now. Obviously it looks quite grey compared to the ceiling, so it needs to match the ceiling. And then we're going to go in with, even that colour looks so gorgeous now, what it was painted before. Like, I wish I even kind of was keeping this colour because it's so beautiful. But actually I've got sage green coming in, so I don't know why I said that. I'm so excited for the sage green. But yeah, I need to paint all of that white. It's all been filled and whatnot. And then this one piece here, I don't know what is wrong with this one piece of wall. But it's stripped all the way down there. I'd be interested to know what is going on behind this part of the wall, that one line stripped. But the wallpaper came down and washed it all down, and there's several holes. I think you can see them all, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go in and fill all of those. And then this area is actually going to situate this. The sofa is now going to move over here underneath this area, which I'm really excited for. I'm actually doing a corner gallery wall. I hope that I've got enough frames, because that is the vision, but I'm not sure if I've actually got enough frames. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh yeah, and then the moulding itself. So this moulding, I've put it on the video that is going to be uploaded, the exact pieces that I got, but these are from Wix, and they are they've got a specific name. I think it's like double astral. Bit of a thicker chair rail, and then it's a thinner beading. We put the chair rail a little bit higher. I know you could have probably like joined it to the skirt, to the windowsill, or done whatever, but because of this sofa, it's got quite a high back, and I wanted to be able to see some sort of design behind the sofa. It's quite large, it's going to take over that whole wall, so I didn't want it to look like there was nothing behind it, if that makes sense. But it's still a reasonable height. It's probably just over 1/3 of the height of the room. Then this beauty, this is my favourite part of the whole room. Look at it. Oh. So this mirror is from IKEA. Yeah, I absolutely love this mirror. It is so big, and it's got a silver like titanium rim on the outside, but it's so like barely there that you can't see it. It's very minimal. I really like it. If I had more like room in this house, I would definitely get a couple more of these around the rooms, just to kind of like stand and lean against the walls, because they're super tall and they're just minimal. I really like them, and you could quite easily, quite easily, just spray paint this black if you were looking for a bit more of a like darker theme. But I'm actually going to leave it light, I think. We'll see what happens when I get the paints on the wall, if it clashes, but I think I might leave it. This corner is just going to situate my little baby, who, gosh, I don't even know if he's going to survive. I keep forgetting that he's in here because I'm never in here until this week, so he kind of went a week or so without being watered. So I don't really know. If you know the best care to look after fiddle leaf figs, please do let me know. I'd appreciate it. But he's going to live in this corner. Oh, and then this sofa is going to get upholstered, which is going to take me ages actually, so I need to really crack on with that, because it's going to be quite a big thing in the room. But this is a gorgeous modular sofa, so you can like pull it all apart and transfer it between rooms. So like this is one of the sides, the cushion, this is the base of it, and I'm going to reupholster it. I'm going to be putting on some really gorgeous teddy bear fabric, which I saw on Chantal Hermione's channel. I never know if I get her name mixed around. I think it's Chantal Hermione or Hermione Chantal. I think it's Chantal Hermione. I'm kind of going for a like boucle-esque looking one. It's not going to be that boucle, it's going to actually look a bit more teddy bear, but it's going to be super fluffy. It's going to look like a cloud, I'm hoping, so I need to crack on with that. And then finally, you'll see a massive hole in the ceiling. This room, Honestly, I'm a nightmare. Like, this room has not had a light. I had to bring a couple of lamps in the room for in the evenings if I'm ever in here, because it's just pitch black and I can't see. So I've actually got a ceiling rose. I went to B&Q, this from B&Q, apparently it's really good, it's got some good reviews. It's a little baby one because we don't need anything too big in this room. But first of all I need to find a light fitting that I like, because yeah, it's getting a bit long now. Like, I can't find any light fittings. I feel like everywhere online is shipping between like 6 and 8 weeks, which is too long. I'm even tempted to take the one down from the dining room and put it in here because it's like the perfect light. There's lots to be done. It's now Wednesday. I've got all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Really, that's the push. But I literally could talk to you about this all day today, but I need to actually crack on. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and hopefully I'll catch up with you later on. I'm really sorry, I've been really bad at vlogging recently. I feel like my head is just like all over the place. And then I'm like, I'll catch up with you later, and then the next day I'm like, I didn't catch up. So sorry that the vlogs have been really like jumbled, but yeah, once this office is done, I feel like I'm going to be so like more set, and I'm going to be able to concentrate, and things are going to have their places, and the rest of the house isn't going to look like a bomb's hit it, and I can actually start to work properly again. Because I promised a whole load of content and I've just not had the time. Like, I've filmed some stuff and I've not had the time to even edit it. It's been a lot, guys. It's been a ride, but yeah, as soon as this is done, I'm really excited. It is the final day of the makeover. I don't know if you can see the colour on the walls. I'm going to leave it as a surprise. Having some Maltesers, the share box kind. Need energy. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But I mean, it looks great. It does. It do be looking great. You literally can't see me. Okay, this is a bit more of a giveaway. I've just been out to the shops. You know, I've realised I look like actual trash when I'm doing makeovers of some sort of kind. I look crazy when I am doing these makeovers. I like, all of my self-care goes out of the window. It's just 24/7 focus on the room. But I mean, it's paid off. Like, I'm so impressed with the quality of all of this that's just happened right now. But anyway, just been to the shops. I went to Next. Ow, for God's sake. I've just been to Next. And I picked up this pendant light, and it is this gold one. It's a flush one, but it looked like it came down relatively like low in, yeah, it comes down like 20 centimeters, which isn't crazy. So I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like. I'm really hoping that I like this for this room, because I've searched high and low online. Any of the ones I like are like £300, and I know I'm so indecisive, so I'll probably change my mind in a few months' time anyway. I went to Dunelm, one of the ones that I was like, yes, that's what we want. They didn't have it in stock. I went over to Next, and then I found this one as like up on their ceiling, because they display them all on the ceiling. And then I couldn't find the box for it anywhere. Got the ladies look, it said it was out of stock. Just as I was about to leave the shop, there was like, there was one on like hidden in an area that it shouldn't have been. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So let's see what this is like. So this is how, and it looks as though that is the perfect fitting for what is already in. I've already got ceiling plugs in there, so I'm hoping I can just go over with this one, which would be perfect. It's gorgeous, right? I really like it. So it's this really gorgeous gold colour. It's flush, so it doesn't like drop from the ceiling very much, which I like, because the ceilings in this house aren't very low, aren't very high, so I don't like lights to drop down too far, because like you've got to kind of like navigate around them, which doesn't make sense. And then they come with these gorgeous lights. This is very similar to one in my dining room, but the bulb bits have gold around them as well, and then you screw them on like that. So this is what it looks like. I think this is going to be perfect for this room. It's just that touch of modern that it needs, else it would be too traditional. Not that that's a bad thing, but I do like this touch of modernness, so very happy with this. Oh, it's a little bit wider than we need, so I'm going to have to cut a new hole. Okay, I'm gonna have to drill 2 more holes, which is annoying. Hello, my loves. I mean, did you expect anything else? Of course I didn't finish that part of the vlog, and I'm sat down and I was like, that's an abrupt ending. So I thought I'd jump on and say thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed it. I'm so sorry it was all over the place. Honestly, this room makeover has had my brain like mush for 2 weeks solid, like so solid. You can see a little bit more of a sneak peek in the background. You can even see the sofa. We upcycled that. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm hoping that my brain is going to be reset and there's going to be order within my brain now and just life in general, which would be nice. So there's going to be more consistent vlogs and videos and blah 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 blah, and the office makeover is coming very very soon along with an office tour. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry for the abrupt ending, but if you did like this video, like, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.